Rain fell on the ashes of Oakhaven. Embers hissed, clinging to life. Revna Hale knelt in the mud, black with soot, red with blood. Her home, her family, gone. Grief burned away, leaving only cold rage. She made a silent promise to the dead. Caldros's black wolf banner had brought ruin. She clutched a pottery shard, a blood oath. Near the well, she found her father's knife. Revna turned her back on Oakhaven. Blackwood Keep loomed ahead. And so, her journey began. Blackwood Keep, stone, iron, cruelty. Revna entered as a scullery maid, face stained, clothes torn, silent as a mouse. The guards let her pass, thinking her harmless. She learned the fortress from the ground up, kitchens, cellars, corridors. She worked harder than anyone, never speaking, never complaining. Her silence made her invisible. The servants ignored her. The guards overlooked her. She became part of the stone, a serpent hiding in plain sight. Days were labor, nights were observation. She memorized patrols, lazy guards, creaking floorboards, and keys on belts. She watched Caldros, hulking, always surrounded by loyal men. Hatred kept her warm in the cold cellars. Trust was earned through small acts, returning a dropped gauntlet, scrubbing a pot. They saw only a broken thing, never the mind behind the eyes. The mouse gnawed quietly, learning every weakness. Even a mouse can gnaw through the thickest ropes, given time. Revna's patience was her weapon. The keep's routines became her map. She was the serpent, coiled and waiting. No one suspected the danger in their midst. The wolves grew comfortable, and comfort breeds carelessness. At night, Revna trained in the shadows. Forgotten storerooms became her hunting ground. Her father had taught her to move like the wind. Now she moved like a ghost. She practiced with her father's knife. Quick, silent, precise. She was not a knight. Her strength was stealth. Hauling water and firewood had made her strong. She learned to climb, finding handholds in stone, moving with silent grace. From rooftops, she watched the fortress sleep. The guards saw her as furniture, talking freely in her presence. She listened, gathering secrets, weaknesses, complaints, boasts. Each word was a stone in her path to revenge. Her silence unnerved some, but they laughed it off. The seed of doubt was planted. Revna was a shadow, growing in the minds of guilty men. Her dance in darkness was a rehearsal for the final act. Every night, she grew bolder. Every night, the shadow sharpened. The wolves had forgotten judgment was coming. The first to die was the captain who led the slaughter. Revna followed him from the alehouse, silent as death. Her father's knife was a whisper in the night, gone before he fell. The sentry vanished into the moat before dawn. 2 deaths in a week. Caldros was furious, fear spreading. Revna moved among them, face innocent, heart cold. The warden was next, keeper of the keys, careful but greedy. In the chaos, she slipped into his chamber. With the warden's keys, the fortress heart was open. The shadow was at their door. Vengeance was near. With the warden's keys, Revna ascended the tower where Caldros slept. A choral hum vibrated through the stones, a dirge for the dead. The guards outside his chamber were giants in black iron. She used fear, threw a shield disc to distract one. As he left, she struck the other, knife finding the gap in his armor. Her hand trembled as she unlocked the door. She entered a vast candlelit room, the hum now a roar of despair. Caldros turned, eyes falling on her. Not a maid, but the ghost of Oakhaven. For the first time, Caldros looked afraid. The mouse, Caldros breathed, drawing his greatsword. Revna faced him, her father's knife in hand. The choral hum filled the space, a psalm for the damned. Her family's voices gave her strength. Caldros charged, sword crashing down. Revna dodged, swift and precise. He was power, she was precision. His rage made him clumsy. She found an opening. Her knife flashed, sinking between his ribs. He roared, staggered, raised his sword for a final blow. But the poison on her blade took hold. Kaldros dropped to his knees, sword clattering to the floor. Revna stood over him, meeting his pleading gaze. For the first time since the massacre, she opened her mouth and sang. A lullaby from her mother. A silent psalm, a final act of revenge. The wolf fell to the shadow's song. Oak Haven was avenged, and Revna's silence was finally broken.